Guys, Michael Edward here with True Trading Group. With this video, two things I want to go over. One, first, an 11.5% gain on another TTG triangle pattern. And second, I want to talk about identifying how strong a support level is. Okay, because there's a big difference between a support level just holding and a support level showing you that there's real strength behind that support level and to give you confidence to buy in front of it. And I want to walk you through identifying the difference between just a support level holding and a support level showing you that it's very strong. Okay, so first, let's get into the TTG triangle pattern, this trade on this INPX. First, I'll take you out to the daily chart. Beautiful setup on the daily chart. We've been talking about this pattern now for well over a week, and it was this bullish wedge pattern that you see forming here on the daily chart above the 50-day moving average. So after the stock popped above the 50-day, you can see this bullish wedge pattern that started forming, and we were looking for a swing trade buy long out of this bullish wedge, and we've been getting it. We actually ended up calling an intraday trade on this because of the TTG triangle pattern. But I first want to zoom in a little bit and show you something else that I see here as at 50 cents and why I felt 50 cents was a very key level for this stock. You can see back here in August, little area of support, breaks down below it. On this day, the stock spikes through 50 and then closes below it. Here, the very next day, gets above 50, closes below it. Then you can see here, spikes, touches 50, closes below it, touches 50, closes below it. And let's go over here, touches 50, closes below it, touches 50, closes below it. It's very clear that 50 cents was an area of resistance for this stock. Okay, on the daily chart. It was very, very clear to me based on that information that I just showed you. Now, let me go out back to the intraday chart pattern. Okay, this is when INPX really got my attention. Okay, and the stock broke through 50 cents. Here's that 50-cent area that I drew for you on the daily. Broke through it on a nice increase in volume. Okay, I said, okay, guys, it's through that resistance level. Let's see how the stock reacts up here, and it started to consolidate, and then pulled itself in. But then what did it do after it pulled in right here? It held support. So here, the previous morning high, which also happens to be a resistance level on the daily chart. So that's even extra confirmation for you. The stock not only has it broken through the previous morning high and is holding above it, it has also broken through a resistance level on the daily chart and is holding above it. Okay, so that initial morning high also happened to be resistance on the daily. So that gives you an even more of a sign that resistance level is key and is very important. And you can see that the stock for the next couple hours held above that support level. Okay, then now we can take a descending trend line and draw it straight across these highs, okay, to form the TTG triangle pattern. Okay, so the TTG triangle, again, guys, is formed when the initial morning high is broken to the upside on a strong increase in volume, and then you see a descending triangle pattern form as the stock consolidates above the previous morning high. Okay, so here is that pattern. I called a buy alert. I got long this at 5336 was my average buy. My average buying here at around 1230. Okay, and then it said, guys, I'm going to add to this position. The stock breaks out and above this descending trend line, and sure enough, here you go. The stock breaks out and above that descending trend line right here, and then we got a little increase in volume, which made me feel a little bit better about the trade. Okay, we took a little bit of profit as the stock kind of made its way up here, and I ended up calling my take profit at 595, right in front of 60 cents. Okay, so right here was my first take profit, and I said I'm holding on to this position because I felt if the stock broke above this high of this wedge pattern, okay, which was 57 cents, I feel like the stock would really be able to push up here and give us a move to 65. 65 is the next area of resistance that I see on this stock. Let me just do a horizontal line. This is the next area of resistance that I see on this INPX, as you can see identified right here by these highs. Okay, and that's 65 cents. All right, and that's the move that I was looking for. So being the prudent trader that I am, I took some profits there at 595. It's 11.5% gain, so really nice little trade for us on a Friday. And I was holding on to some in case the stock was able to push and continue in the afternoon. I really thought it was going to, because the stock made this move at 130. There was still so much day left when the stock broke that high of the day right here at 57 and broke through that resistance level that I showed you on the daily. I thought we were going to have enough juice to kind of keep going and get up to like 62, 63 in the afternoon, but the stock just wasn't able to do so. It ended up pulling in. It held support. After the stock held support up in here in this area, I said, guys, I'm moving my stop loss up to 55 on the remainder of my position. And why did I do that? I'll show you. You can see after the stock broke out of the TTG triangle pattern, it was holding support at 55, okay? So here is your support at 55, okay? Once I saw this hold 55 right here again, that's when I said, guys, I'm moving my stop loss now. I was in from 5336. I moved it up to 55 and showing that now no matter what, I'm going to be profitable on the entire trade, the entire position. And then, you know, stock ended up stopping me out on that 55 right here in the afternoon when the stock broke down. I got stopped out there at 55, but the stock is still holding above that crucial 50-cent resistance level. So I don't think this stock this trade is over. Okay, I just moved my stop loss up. I thought this was just going to kind of churn into the close. I plan on holding it over the weekend because I expected this to close over 60 cents. So I just set my stop loss in there. And it ended up getting triggered. There's nothing I can do about it. So, but I'm out of the trade now. But I am still going to look for this for a continuation move on Monday because the stock is still holding above that resistance level that I drew out for you on the daily chart at 50 cents. Okay, and that's that IMPX. We had a really good day in there. I took a screenshot, guys, of a couple of messages in chat just to give you an idea of how some people are doing. You can see here, I covered their names just for privacy. Out IMPX for 60 cents, $700 profit. QURE, which is the trade I'm about to get into in a second, $838 profit. And then another guy here at 324. My best day today, made over $1,000. Thanks for all your tuition, learning lots. That's incredible, guys. $700, $800, $1,000. This is real money that members are pulling out every single day here at True Trading Group based on these chart patterns and based on the guidance that we're giving out in chat and the education. What I like most about these is not only just the dollar amounts that these guys are making, but I'm learning a lot. Thanks for your tuition, learning lots. That's the key about True Trading, guys. It's learning, okay? It's learning this skill so you can take this with you for the rest of your life. So let me get back to the chart, and I want to go to QURE and show you how to identify strong resistance versus just a support level holding. So our pre-market game plan that we spoke about with this QURE was after the stock was gapping up above $16, which I identified as a resistance level on the daily chart, and that's why I ended up taking my profit the previous day when I was long QRE. I took my profit at $15.90 was my final take profit because of that $16 resistance area. I'll go back to the daily and show it to you again. Okay, so the first resistance level that I identified 2 days ago was $15, and that's these highs right here. Okay, I took some profit at $14.75. Stock blew through 15 like it wasn't even there. And I said, wow. I said, all right, guys, if this gets to 16, then I'm going to get flat the position. And where did I get that from? These highs right here. Okay. So then these highs where the stock for an entire month was not able to get above 16. So after I got through 15, my next level was 16. And then I said if it gets through 16, then my next area is going to be around 19.25. And that's these highs up here. And sure enough, the stock on Friday hit a high of 1934. Okay. My game plan with this QRE, which I said in our pre-market chat, our pre-market game plan, when the stock was gapping above $16, I said, guys, I want to see $16 hold support. $16 also happened to be the previous day's high. Okay, so I'll zoom in a little bit here. So you can see here's that high of, it's actually $15.99. Okay, I'll draw a straight line right across it. and the stock gapped above it, okay? What happened after the stock gapped up and opened up? Look how it pulled in. I'm going to zoom in a little further so you can see it. Stock pulls in, and look at that. It just touched $16. Just tapped it. It like gave it a little kiss and then shot right off of it. That is strong support, okay? You don't want to see a stock sit on a support level. You want to see it test the support level and then get off it. You want to see it push off that support level, okay? Because if that support level is strong, you will see a rush of buying come into the stock in front of that support level as algorithms, computers, funds, day traders, momentum guys, value, whatever it is, come in and scoop that stock up in front of that support level. That's going to tell you that that support level is strong, okay? There's two different kinds of trading action with a support level holding. There is aggressive buying that can make a support level hold, and then there's passive selling that can make a support level hold. And what do I mean by that? In this case with QURE, it went down and touched 16 and very aggressively pushed off of it. Look at it. It just tapped it and then just pushed off of it. That is strength. Okay, that is aggressive buying. That the stock tested that support level and then the price shot up immediately after. Okay, that's aggressive buying. Now, passive selling can also make a support level hold, which just means selling has slowed down at this level, and that's why it has not broken through support yet. That is not necessarily a good thing, okay? Because if selling does pick back up, most likely the support level will break. The longer a stock sits on a support level and just kind of trades like this on a support level, the greater chance you have of that support level breaking, okay? So when you see a support level hold, you want to see it do this, guys. You want to see it test it and push off of it. That's telling you that support level is in place and it is firm and it is strong, okay? Rather than if the stock pulled in and then just did this. Okay. Now, if the stock did this, okay, pretend these are the candles, that's not aggressive buying. That's just passive selling. And I want you to understand the difference, okay? You can see here how the stock would just sit on the support level. And that's not because there's a rush of buying coming in front of 16. It's because there's just not aggressive selling coming in at 16. And in that scenario, you have a much greater chance of the stock doing that. Okay? So when you look for that support level to hold, you want to see exactly what QURE did with touching it and getting off of it. Once you see that, you can safely start to enter a position using this as your stop loss, and you can catch this nice little continuation move in QURE. Okay? And that's the difference between a strong support level where there's aggressive buying and just a support level holding because of passive selling. And that's the lesson I want you to take away from this QURE. All right, guys? So again, really great day in chat. You saw the numbers. People are pulling out $1,000 a day in here, several $100 a day in here. I'm so happy and so proud of our members and the progress that everyone is making right now. So just keep it up. Watch the videos, study the content, and we'll just keep on plugging away here, guys. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys all on Monday.